Hey everyone, I'm Mindy Banks, the Flip Flop Chef. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful charcuterie board, some Blackberry Sangria, and a fruit salad with limoncello. You're going to love all of these recipes. As you're watching, I would love for you to use the comment section below. Let me know if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, and let me know where you're watching from. And if you have any questions at any time during the video, please just leave a comment and I will get back to you after the recording. I'm excited to show you some Pampered Chef products and some really fun ideas for building a charcuterie board. If you have seen all of the grazing boards out there, it's like the big trend right now, and we have some amazing products to make it really easy for you. So I want to show you first, this is our Lazy Susan, and it has a really cool base that you can actually lock. You just pull up on this little tab and it's not going to spin the board around. Now you can of course move this around, but to unlock it so that it spins freely, you just press down on that little button right there. On top of our Lazy Susan, I am going to lock this back so that it stays in place for me while I'm building this board, but on top of the Lazy Susan, I have our Charcuterie Accessories set. So you're going to get 2 of these ramekins and 2 of these little small spoons. I'll zoom in so you guys can see. And then you've got an assortment of cheese knives, forks, and spreaders so that you can serve your charcuterie in style. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to keep this zoomed in so that you guys can get a really good look at what I'm doing here. The first thing that I'm going to do is you want to place the big pieces on your board first. So I've got some grapes, and I'm just going to add a nice pile in the middle, and this is going to kind of give me the framework for our charcuterie board. So I've got the 2 ramekins so that we can have some sauces to serve, and then we're going to just sort of build around these 2 pieces, or these 3 pieces actually. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some cheese. So let me move my cutting board over here and show you what we're going to do next. I'm going to shuffle this around while I do that. I have 2 different types of cheese here. I have a goat cheese, a chèvre cheese, and I also have a brie, and this is a soft brie. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to roll the goat cheese in some bell pepper and herb rub. This is a product that you can get from Pampered Chef. If you don't know this yet, all of our products are, all of our food items, the seasonings, the rubs, the slow cooker seasonings, these are all gluten-free and they're kosher. This is a brand new bottle, so it's nice and full. I'm gonna just do a tablespoon of the bell pepper and herb rub. You can choose whatever rub you would like, but this is the one that I decided to use for today. And then you're gonna take your goat cheese, I'm just gonna shake that out a little bit, and you're just going to sort of roll this in the seasoning or the rub here. I don't want to mess up the cheese. It's a pretty delicate, really soft cheese. So the spreader that we have for our charcuterie set is going to be the best bet for serving this. So I'm just gonna pick a place to set this on the board. Let me rinse my hands real quick. And then we're gonna add the brie. You could just put this big wedge of brie on your charcuterie board if you wanted to do that, but if you do that, then it makes it more difficult for people to serve themselves. So what I'm gonna do, I'm using our small Santuco knife, and I'm just going to gently cut this into smaller pieces, and then we'll just layer these on. And this is a really soft cheese, so you wanna be gentle when you are slicing it. Let's see here. You could also serve your charcuterie board on a like a really pretty bamboo or teak cutting board. It doesn't have to be on a Lazy Susan like this. I also have one of our entertaining trays, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So since this piece is so big, I'm just going to slice this into smaller pieces. Whenever I am grazing from a charcuterie board, I always like things to be easy to access. And sometimes when, I guess I will unlock this. Sometimes when you're serving yourself from a charcuterie board, it's not always an easy task because they have big pieces and then you have to cut it. And so when I make charcuterie boards, I like to sort of make it so that they're bite-sized pieces and easy for people to grab. So we're gonna add a few more pieces of our brie, and you can eat the rind on this as well. We're gonna just sort of stack this. Everything, you wanna have different heights to your food. You don't wanna have just a flat board. Now, if you guys are new to watching my videos, please let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you're watching the replay or if you're watching live. I would also love for you to click that share button and share this with your friends, because everybody loves charcuterie, right? And I know that they will enjoy this video. You can find my recipe group at theflipflopchef.com. There are thousands of recipes there, and I have about 27 or 28 free cookbook downloads there. I give away a prize every single Friday, so definitely join the recipe group. I'll drop the link in the comments. Let me wash my hands a little bit. All right, so now we have the cheese and we have the grapes. So the sauces that I'm gonna use, I'm actually gonna wait to fill these when I'm ready to serve this. So I'm gonna be serving this later on tonight. I have a hot honey chili, or hot chili honey. This is from Aldi. It's one of their Aldi finds, so it's not available all the time, but this is gonna be a really great honey to serve with our chorizo that we're gonna have on the board. Then I also have some spicy pineapple rum sauce. This is actually a Pampered Chef product, so this is really good. You can even serve this on ice cream. You can use it to cook chicken in your quick cooker, or to grill chicken on your Pampered Chef indoor-outdoor grill, or whatever grill that you're using. So this is the spicy pineapple rum. So those are the two sauces that I'm gonna put in these ramekins when I'm ready to serve this. So I'm gonna set the brie aside and save that. That might be my lunch, right? Okay, so we're gonna add some of our meat on here now. So we wanna leave these ramekins in place so that you know where they're gonna go. I'm actually gonna show you guys how to make a chorizo rose. So I've got some slices of chorizo. The very first one, you're going to, let's see if I can show you guys this. Folding it in half. And then you're gonna roll it. So I'll show you again. We're just gonna keep adding to this. So you fold it in half, and then you're just going to continue to roll this around. I realized I did not bring let's set that down for a second. I did not bring a toothpick over here, so I'm gonna improvise. Let me grab something for the moment. Hang tight. All right, so I'm gonna use Pampered Chef's cake tester just to hold this together when I'm finished, and then I'll find a toothpick. But you just continue to fold the piece of chorizo in half, and you're gonna cover the previous seam, okay? So you're just gonna continue to do this. And this makes a really pretty look for your charcuterie board. So I'm just gonna pierce this when I'm finished. And when I serve this later, I'm actually going to separate the rows, because otherwise this is only gonna work for one person, right? But this is a really great way to kind of add dimension. You're gonna go through the seams. Whoops, let me go a little bit higher here. On both sides. And then we've got our chorizo rows. But like I said, you wanna use just a regular toothpick so that that looks really pretty on your board. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some salami, and this is also just a thin cut salami, and you can fold these a different way. So you can just fold it in half and then fold it in half again. I'm gonna do this repeatedly here, just really gently and sort of holding them together before I lay them on the plate. Okay, so you kind of see what I'm doing here? So just add, and these will be really easy to just, for one person to just grab one piece or whatever. They're not gonna be stuck together, so. And this is another way you could fold the chorizo. So I got two more pieces. You just kind of hold it together like this until you have them all together. And then I'm gonna just sort of lay those, turn this around so you guys can see, and wash my hands again here. If you guys have any questions, make sure you just leave them in the comment section for me below. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add some dried figs. And let me slide this so that you guys can see my cutting board again. I know I'm just moving this around here. So we've got some dried figs. I bought these at Trader Joe's, but you can get them at other stores as well. And I'm not gonna use the prosciutto that I have here. I'm just going to do those two meats for this time. Now, for this, I'm actually just going to sort of press the, whoops, I did it the wrong way. Press the fig completely flat, or as flat as you can, from the stem down, okay? So you're just gonna press these down, and then very gently, you're gonna hold it in between your thumb and your index finger, and you're gonna just slice this into two pieces. Look how pretty this is when you open it up. And so I'm just gonna sort of layer a couple of these around. And you can even put some on top of your brie. It's fine to layer things on top of the other. And then we're also going to add some, these are candied mandarins. These are so, so good. So I'm just gonna put a couple of these on the side here. And then we're gonna add, let's see, I'll put some on this side. And then we'll fill in the gaps over here. And then we're gonna use some candied pecans. So let's put those maybe on this side. So this is really, really easy to build, and it looks so, so good. But you can use the nuts and fruit to sort of fill in the gaps on your board. So we're gonna add those. And then you always wanna add something a little bit sweet. So I've got some dark chocolate sea salt caramels. These are also from Trader Joe's, and these are delicious. So I'm just gonna take a few of these and just sort of set them around on top, just to sort of add that real pretty look to the board. And then we just have one little section over here that's not full. So I'm gonna put some more of our candied pecans over there, and then we'll have our charcuterie board mostly finished. We just need to add in the, let's see, add in our spicy pineapple rum sauce and the hot honey chili. So this is our charcuterie board, and I would recommend serving the goat cheese with this spreader. So what I would probably do is just kind of stick this in there. You can add the little cheese fork for the brie, and if you have some little tongs, you could always add those to the tray as well. All right, so what do you guys think about the charcuterie board? Isn't that so pretty? You could also use our medium or large entertaining platter. These are stoneware pieces, and so they do go in the oven. These are fully glazed and they're dishwasher safe. I love these, and they're so, so pretty to use. So if you wanted to do a rectangle instead of a circle, or maybe you want to use this one to do like a dessert charcuterie board, then that's just another option for you. I have some wheat thins and some pita chips to serve with the charcuterie board. If you didn't know this already, the crackers or pita chips, they are supposed to be served on the side. So you don't put these on your board, you want those to be on the side. So this is our charcuterie board. So I'm gonna set these aside, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to make a couple of other things. So tell me what you guys think so far. I'm really excited to see what you guys think about this. I had a lot of requests to do charcuterie. So make some room here. And I think I'll actually probably add a few more of these dried figs, and they really do kind of taste like a fig Newton. They're really, really good. All right, the next thing I want to show you guys is how to make Blackberry Sangria. So the recipe that I'm using is actually Carrabba's Blackberry Sangria recipe. It's really, really good. We're gonna mix it in Pampered Chef's quick stir pitcher. This is the gallon size, the family size pitcher, and you'll notice that it has this handle in here so that you can actually plunge to mix the ingredients. I'm gonna show you how that works. Let me get all of my crumbs out of the way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with 2 bottles of sweet red wine for this recipe. So 2 bottles of sweet red, and then I have 12 ounces of Monin blackberry syrup. So if you wanna see what this looks like, this is the Monin blackberry syrup. I get it on Amazon. I've got about 14 ounces of cranberry juice. This is 100% cranberry juice. You don't want to get the cranberry juice cocktail, so just get regular cranberry juice. And then we're gonna add 6 ounces of this. This is an Italian vanilla liqueur. This is called Tuaca, and you can get it at your liquor store. So we're gonna just pour all of this in and plunge it together. And then I'm gonna show you guys how to make a fruit salad with limoncello and fresh mint. I can't wait to try that one. That's a first for me to make that one. So we're gonna use both bottles of the sweet red. This sweet red is from Aldi. If you guys are new to my page or new to my videos, Aldi is my jam. That's where I like to do all of my grocery shopping for the most part. Now that I'm here in Sarasota, I also really love Detweiler's, and I'm loving living near a Trader Joe's. But before I moved here, hands are all wet. Before I moved here, I pretty much did all of my, let's see if I can get this off, all of my shopping at Aldi, and so I've kind of felt like I've been cheating on them a little bit. All my Carrollton, Georgia people, you guys had the luxury of getting to go on an Aldi tour with me. I did that 2 times in Georgia before I moved here. That was a lot of fun. I gotta make sure I meet some more people down here so I have enough to take with me again. All right, so 2 bottles of sweet red. And by the way, Aldi does sell sweet red in their Winking Owl brand, which is similar to Trader Joe's 2-buck chuck. So you can get them for relatively cheap. So we're gonna add the blackberry syrup to this. And then we're gonna add the cranberry juice and the vanilla liqueur. So we're gonna pour all of this in. And I love these easy read measuring cups because you just look into the cup and the liquid rises like on a slant. So when you're pouring this in, you don't have to look through the outside of the cup because the measurements are on the inside. So let's go ahead and plunge this, and you could easily double this recipe in here. So we're just gonna mix this together. The next recipe that we're making is the fruit salad with limoncello. You could actually put some of the fruit into your glass when you're drinking the Blackberry Sangria. It will just really add a nice little pop to that. All right, so let me clean up this space, and we're gonna make the fruit salad. All right. I have to get used to the sink being in between the other side of the counter here. I do miss my really, really big island that I had in Carrollton. I'm having to adjust to a new setup, and I feel like that there are some growing pains there. All right, so what I have here is just a beautiful bowl of fresh fruit. We're just gonna take something great and make it even better. This container is our 2.5 quart cool and serve bowl. So basically there's a freezer insert. I have it in the freezer right now. I'm just gonna put this in the refrigerator when I'm done, and then when I'm ready to serve this tonight, I'll take the freezer insert out and you stick it right in the bottom of this bowl, and then you place this bowl on the top. That freezer insert is gonna keep the food in the bowl cold for up to 4 hours. So we're just gonna mix this right in the bowl because I don't see any reason why we should dirty another bowl to do this. And then this has a nice lid for storage. So I'll set this aside for the moment. We're gonna first add, I've gone ahead and measured out 1/4 cup of sugar. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this right on top of the fruit and let that sort of soak in a little bit. Let's see, oh, here it is. We're gonna take our microplane zester, and I'll zoom in so you guys can see this a little bit better. All right, so we're gonna take our zester and we're gonna zest the lemon rind right on top of our fruit. And then we're gonna juice the lemon with our citrus press. So this already just smells so good. I mean, sugar and fruit and lemon rind, this is gonna be delicious. All right, so we're gonna add that, and look on the other side here, you're gonna see all that beautiful zest. Just kind of sort of tap this on the side of the bowl. Let's see. I had another knife. Let me grab it. I'm not sure what happened to it. There we go. I have plenty to choose from. I just thought I had one out for this. Okay, cut our lemon in half, and then we're gonna take our citrus press and we're just gonna put the lemon in there and just squeeze this. This is a giant lemon, so I'm gonna use a little bit of elbow grease for this. And I will tell you that I usually microwave my lemons for about 15 seconds, and I didn't do that this time. And if you're wondering why in the world I would do that, it's because you get more juice out of the lemon, prop that on there, than you would otherwise. I'm gonna cut the top of that one off, give me a little bit more. There we go. If you didn't know that little trick, you can cut the top off of your lemon or the ends, and it gives you a little bit more to work with on the inside of the press. All right, and then we're going to take 2 tablespoons of limoncello. This is a homemade liqueur. I made this using lemon peel and vodka. I'm gonna gently toss this. These are really delicate berries, so you don't want to stir them. Just sort of reach down into the bottom and just pull it all the way up. Now, this recipe will be so good with this fresh mint. You should probably let this sit in the refrigerator for a little while before we add the mint, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I want it to look really pretty for you guys. So this is our herb mill right here, and we're going to use it to chop up our fresh mint into our fruit. So let me get this knife dried off. So this mint has been washed, and a really great way to store your fresh herbs in the refrigerator is to rinse them off and roll them, or you could just rinse them as you use them, but roll them in a damp paper towel, and they will stay fresh a lot longer. I'm gonna stick this in there. What I like to do when I'm using this is I like to give it a little shake, and that damages the herbs a little bit and it releases more of the flavor and the smell. So we're just going to just grate that right over the top. And then when we're ready to serve it, we're gonna put that cooling insert in the bottom of this bowl. And look how pretty this is. You could just store this in the refrigerator. It's perfect for out by the pool or taking to a tailgate or a picnic. It's just a beautiful presentation and a really, really nice way to transport it. So serve this with a spoon so you get all those juices when you are actually eating this. And like I mentioned before, you could put some of this inside of the sangria if you wanted to. You could even put some of these berries on your charcuterie board if you wanted to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got some great ideas. Please leave comments, let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, be sure to go to my recipe group at theflipflopchef.com, or you can search for it on Facebook, looking for the Flip Flop Chef, and look for the one that says recipe group at the end. Join the group and you'll have access to thousands of recipes, and I give away a gift every single Friday. Thank you guys, have a great day.